Here we have for sale our 2019 on a 68 plate Vauxhall Vivaro. This is the limited edition nav van, which has got the 1.6 litre CDTI bi-turbo 145 brake horsepower engine. This is the short wheelbase low roof. And the diesel engine is accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a limited edition nav van of this age. There are some optional extras which are on this particular vehicle. This has got to be, I would say, the highest spec'd Vauxhall Vivaro that I've come across from, certainly from factory, without anything sort of being added afterwards, like body kits and things. So we'll talk you through all this spec. We'll also have a look at the condition in some good detail, and we'll talk you through a little bit about the ownership and history and things like that as well. So this is a one owner from new vehicle, and what I always like to do is start at the rear of the vehicle here. We can have a look at the spec and condition here. So we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. What I mean by that are two doors which open in that sort of fashion. And the first thing in terms of spec really to mention here is that we have got a reversing camera, which is a really nice feature to have and presents very nicely on the screen in the front as well, which I'll show you a little bit later on. Looking then at the rear bumper, you can see on the limited edition nav van you do get colour-coded bumpers. You get colour-coded bumpers and colour-coded mirrors as well. You can see we've got rear parking sensors here. Now there are some marks to the rear bumper which I would like to point out to you. Nothing sort of major, but there are the usual, certainly for a painted bumper, the usual sort of hairline marks and things on top of the bumper, and just on some of the little plastics here around the rear of the vehicle. I say a couple of little touch-ins here, which I'd like to point out where I can. If there's anything that I will see on this video, I will, on this van I should say, I will gladly point it out to you to be as absolutely as transparent as possible. Looking then at the rear here, again, just a couple of small little marks just there. If we open up the rear barn doors then, we can start to have a look at the condition here in the back. So this is one, as I say, one company owner from new. And then looking in the back of here, when you open up the rear barn doors, you do have these little handles here. When you give that a pull, you can open the door right out there then to its full 180-degree position. And then this shows the ply lining in the load area of the vehicle. So this is used ply lining. It's not brand new. We haven't had this fitted, but you can see here that it is in really, really good order. I've also then got the factory fitted bulkhead just there, which again is always a telltale sign of whether a vehicle has had a hard life or not. You can see that that's all in really good condition as well. And this one has got the load through hatch, which I'll talk you through in just a second. And looking again, another telltale area are the rear doors. And you can see on the rear doors of the van, all in lovely condition. Right then, shutting the rear barn doors, we'll continue to go around the rest of the vehicle. There's a small little touch-in just here as well, if you can see that in where the two doors meet. Moving then down the passenger side of the vehicle, some very sort of light hairline marks just here, and a very small little hairline mark just there on the rear arch as well. But all in all, as I say, looking down the side of the vehicle here, using those reflections, it is looking very, very clean and presentable. As I say, you are going to get with any used vehicle a couple of sort of minor, tiny little stone chips and things like that, but all in all, looking very, very clean and tidy. If we open up the side loading door, this then gives you another aspect of the load space here. So you can see the step going, of course, inside here. And as I say, we've got this lovely load through hatch. So as I say, you can then load some longer lengths through right underneath the passenger seats. Now if we open up the front of the vehicle here, this gives us our first look in the cab. And the reason I'm doing this is to show you the load length which you've got in here, but we can't avoid showing you the lovely leather interior on the seats, but we'll come back to that in just a second. We've got this little tab just here. If you give that a good pull, you can pull up the base of the seat, and that shows you then say the load space here which you have underneath the passenger seat, which can be handy in itself. And then we've got this little red tab. Give that a pull, and that opens up a little sort of secret hatch, and that then allows you to load all the way through right into the passenger footwell. So all the way from the back of the van right up here into the passenger footwell. So it gives you a fantastic load length there. I believe it's over 3 meters, but an absolutely fantastic length, as I say, for this size of van. And again, just having a good look here, at the bulkhead. You can see the condition is all in really good order. The hatch there just opens and closes on a magnet, so that's how that is secured there. Now having a look back into the cab here, so you close the little hatch here, close the base of the seat, and then you're back then to your full 3-seater here in the front. As I say, this just really shows you the lovely leather interior on this vehicle with a very nice contrasting white stitch. Highly unusual to see this on a Vivaro, but certainly a welcomed extra to see there. You can also lift up the middle seat to give you more access to space there in the middle, and then on the middle seat as well you can fold the back down, which gives you actually a removable clipboard just here, an extra cup holder and some card slots as well. So a nice little workstation there in the middle of the vehicle. From this side we can also have a look at the driver's armrest. This dial here on the side is actually for lumbar support, so you can adjust the lumbar support there. I'll talk you a bit more through the spec when we go around to the other side. Moving then around to the front, also on the limited edition nav van you do get alloy wheels, so a Vauxhall Vivaro Sportive of this year doesn't come as standard with alloy wheels, so it's very nice to see alloy wheels on the van. You also get colour-coded trims here down the side of the vehicle, and then moving around to the front, as I mentioned, colour-coded front bumper, colour-coded wing mirrors. We've also got this lovely daytime running light here, this sort of eyebrow light just there, and you do get front fog lights as well. In terms of condition here at the front, again, you're going to get the odd tiny little stone chip here or there, but all in all, looking very clean and tidy indeed. And then finally looking down the driver's side of the vehicle here, and again just using those reflections where we can. Before we do that, just looking how clean the driver's mirror is there. You can see it's all looking in really good condition. We have put this vehicle right through our workshop on arrival, so that included a full service. We also replaced the 2 front tyres, and I believe it was a driver's side shock absorber as well, which we found to be at fault, so that was replaced. So as I say, we have been right through it, and it's got a clean bill of health. The full service does include all the filters with us as well, so we don't just do sort of an oil and an oil filter change. It is a fuel filter, cabin filter, the lot. Looking then inside the cab here, so you can see all the step and the floor there. There's no excessive wear, it's all in really good condition. Electric windows, electric mirrors. Again, having a look there at the driver's door card, no issues there at all. Height adjustability on the driver's seat, and again having a look at this lovely leather seat here, there's no excessive wear, it's all in lovely condition. And then looking at the steering wheel, multifunctioning steering wheel with this lovely stitch on the top and on the bottom here, and using the steering wheel controls here you can control the cruise control, so very nice feature to have as well. Auto activated lights and auto activated wipers, as you can see there. If we turn the steering all the way to the right hand side, you've actually got radio controls behind there as well. You can answer and hang up the phone. Looking then into the middle, you can see the mileage there, 24,099 miles. This one has also got the lovely phone holder just there, and this is where you can activate the cruise control or the speed limiter as you wish. 6-speed manual gearbox to go along with that 145 brake horsepower engine. Again, that's rare in itself, is to come across one of these with 145 brake horsepower engine. And then the final very rare thing is it has climate control. So again, just highly unusual to see this, but a lovely feature to have if you're going to be an owner driver in this vehicle, maybe even converting it into a camper van. What a lovely feature to have that is. Looking then at the screen in the middle here, we can see that we have got DAB radio here. If we go back to the home page, we've also got sat nav all built in there as well. And if I just quickly jump in and put the vehicle into reverse, that's where I can show you then that we have got the reversing camera there displayed on the screen. So very nice to have that. 12-volt socket here, also another cup holder in the middle, so you can use that one if you haven't got the seat folded down there in the middle as well. But lovely condition inside the cab, no issues in here at all. Plenty of storage space up there on top of the cab as well. So just to summarise, this is a one owner from new 2019 on a 68 plate Vauxhall Vivaro. It's the limited edition nav van, so above a Sportive model. This has got the 1.6 litre CDTI, 145 brake horsepower bi-turbo engine. That's accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox, and it's the short wheelbase low roof model. Fantastic features on the limited edition nav van. So as standard, as I say, you get things like the alloy wheels, of course satellite navigation, cruise control, parking sensors, but this one has got the lovely leather seats in the front, the climate control as well, just very, very nice to find. And of course this one's got the reversing camera. It's been right through our workshop upon arrival for a full service. And as I say, that includes all the filters, and it had 2 new front tyres as well during that service. So it is ready to drive away with us here today. If you'd like to see the full advert, including the price and photography, head over to our website, bridgenvans.co.uk, where of course you will find that full advert. We will welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles. Of course, funding is such a crucial part of owning a new vehicle, and that is something that we can certainly help you with. We could take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can deliver our vehicles nationwide. Thank you very much for watching.